So, the fan favorite episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, Sailor Mouth, of what has been said and found out very recently that this episode and the uncensored version does exist by a tape at Nickelodeon that is hidden away in the vault of Nickelodeon that may never be seen. And of course, not the kid-appropriate version of Sailor Mouth. But yeah, there is a tape of the uncensored version of no dolphin noises or any censors whatsoever. And yeah. Hey everyone, Joshua here from Record, and I want to talk about my thoughts on very recently, not so long ago, from a Comic-Con that was basically held this year with Roger Bumpus, aka Squidward's voice actor, and Tom Kenny, obviously SpongeBob. And they were talking about the question of, well, Sailor Mouth, and them actually swearing during the episode, and it's just basically getting censored in some sort of way. Which, of course, everybody knows that, right? That this episode has the cast of SpongeBob, all of our fan favorite characters, swearing as much as they can. But yeah, at a Comic-Con sometime this year, Roger Bumpus and Tom Kenny did talk about Sailor Mouth and how Clancy Brown let it all out pretty much, and Steven Hillenburg was just telling them to just think of the most horrible, the most horrible things you could ever hear or say or think of, and that's what Clancy Brown did of what, and of course this Comic-Con was posted on YouTube as well. You can find it if you just look hard enough for it. And, of course, Roger Bumpus pretty much saying that he learned a lot of new words that day from just Clancy Brown when Mr. Krabs stubbed his toe on the episode, and that's when Clancy Brown let it all out. And them saying about the tape as well. And yes, there is a tape at Nickelodeon of the uncensored Sailor Mouth episode. The whole episode uncensored. Somewhere at Nickelodeon. And I see people saying that they want to raid Nickelodeon, the studio, just to find the tape. And who knows? Maybe in a few years, this tape would surface online. You never know. That's how lost media is. Right now, there's no way that this would ever be released to the public. This uncensored Sailor Mouth would never be released to the public. Right. At least not anytime soon, obviously. I mean, heck, the internet always finds a way. The internet always finds the way. Finds a way to find this sort of stuff. That's how Quarantine Crowd came, as was first talked about, and again. But, and I also did a poll too. I put this poll on the community tab, which y'all can is still there, but this was from a later screenshot. Of course, it could have changed when you see it, but from this screenshot, a lot of people want to see the uncensored. Like 64% of people, and 36, including me, don't. Because again, this would not be great for Nickelodeon. And if somebody somehow found a tape at Nickelodeon and released it online, that would get both them in trouble and Nickelodeon in trouble. So yeah, as much as people, if they want to hear swearing come out of SpongeBob's voice. That would never happen, at least not anytime soon, because that tape will never be seen. It's gonna be just held in the hands of Nickelodeon. And who knows, Nickelodeon may even forget that tape. Right? Even forget that tape because of how long it's in the studio. They may just forget about it. And I know this is off SpongeBob's logic, but it reminds me of Gone a Bit Coco. There was gameplay, full gameplay footage of Gone a Bit Coco that Traveler's Tales did, but on a hard drive that they saved to a hard drive, and it's somewhere out in the world. It's somewhere out there. The same thing, at least this is in the studio, but the same thing happened with Gone a Bit Coco. And that gameplay footage has still never been found, and at this point may never be found. But, you know, again, the internet always finds a way to this stuff. But what do y'all think about this tape of the uncensored Sailor Mouth, and what are y'all thoughts on it? And again, I definitely don't see this ever happening. And again, even if it did, that would be very bad for Nickelodeon. Because they would be in so much trouble if the world found the tape at Nickelodeon and posted it online, and yeah. Especially in SpongeBob logic. That would not be good. So it's definitely for the best that this tape probably stays lost in time pretty much, and probably just needs to be sealed forever in the studio of Nickelodeon. But what do y'all think? Again, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching. See you next video. Bye.